being a leader isn't always a good thing. It has its faults too. Right? It's a lot easier just to be a follower and follow somebody down the street, but at the end of the day, a leader needs to acknowledge both sides, needs to know how to work with everybody.
Thank you very much. Before I get to the closing remarks, I just want to read one question to you, just to give you an idea of some of the questions I won't ask up here. As Sudbury does not allow candidates to put campaign signs on city property, what makes you feel that you are above city regulations and put your signs on city property? So, so we're not going to answer that.
I want to.
No, you're not going to.
But I want to.
You're putting because I did put them there, yeah, right. No, we're going to go to closing remarks at this point, and we're going to go in reverse order from how we began. So,
Thank you again for the questions. I hope we've provided you with the voters with the type of answer that will help you make an informed decision about which one of us you want to work for. In my introductory comment, I give you some information about my experience in politics. I have learned a lot. I'm looking forward to this new challenge. We talked about this evening about maximizing the tax dollar, about business and economic development, about municipal services, and important issues facing the city of Sudbury. I welcome the opportunity of continuing this ongoing dialogue with residents of Ward 3 when I'm elected. And never take voters for granted. I'm working as hard as I can in this election, as hard as I've worked in the past. I guess you can say politics is in my blood, having a grandfather as mayor, uncles as councillors, and a brother and aunt as school board trustees. If you elect me, I will continue to provide this kind of leadership, passion, enthusiasm, and commitment which has accompanied me during the last 2 decades as an elected official. I want to thank you for attending this event. I look forward to meeting you right after. On October 27th, I'm asking you to vote for Marcel Montpellier. With your support, we can make Ward 3 better for the future of our families and our neighbors. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Thanks everybody for coming out. Merci tout le monde pour avoir sorti ce soir. Vous avez pris du temps vraiment précieux dans votre vie. Je l'apprécie. So I'd like to thank the candidates. You know, keep the race honest. Right? It's good that we have this time to debate to discuss things. But I'd like to note a couple of important things. Win or lose, I'm going to continue doing the work that I do in the community. Continue volunteering. Continue doing great things for everybody. I don't have to be an elected official to do some good work. As a regular citizen, as a regular resident, just like all you good folk here tonight, we can all make a difference. So I don't need to be elected to do that. I will continue to do it. I can do much more if I'm elected, which is why I'm here asking for your support. I think it's important to recognize at the same time that yes, the city is urging for change. Everybody wants change. But it's important that we recognize that we need positive change and not just change for the sake of change. We need new ideas, we need new blood, we need young, enthusiastic, passionate people who have a vested interest in our community. My interest in the community is, like I mentioned before, my young daughter. So I will work as hard as I can to make sure that this community is better for her. But not only that, I feel that working throughout the community, knocking on doors, meeting people, that it's not just a community. This to me is home, and home comes with family. So I feel that everybody in this community is my family. So that being said, I won't stop until everybody gets their share, or they know why I couldn't help them. If they have an issue, I will do everything in my power to fix it, or at least let them know why and what stumbling blocks are ahead of us. So I just want to represent everybody fairly. I could recognize priorities much like every one of you guys here tonight can recognize something, which is why I want to be here as a representative. Thanks.
So basically, I have, a full set of ideas that I think will definitely bring change to our communities. These ideas have not come from me, they've come directly from you, going door to door and hearing your thoughts and concerns. I'm a hardworking, dedicated individual, and it really is time to bring some change to City Council. Like I said before, that has been my goal in this campaign, to bring, fresh new ideas to City Council, and, to get the city moving forward again, because I think that is the fundamental task of the city, is to move forward and to better the city. And I think that, I have the experience working, again, in several campaigns before. I have the knowledge, I have the education, I know how government works. It's time to roll up our sleeves, get to work, and start to, get some results with both boards we're in for the city of Sudbury, and move the city forward. Thank you very much.
We had this in already the question. I'm going to use it as to close up. Why should the citizens of your ward elect? First and foremost, I have to say I've always been visible in my community. You don't just see me at election time. People have seen me everywhere. We're here, we're there. We've always responded to the call when people would ask me. As a professional auctioneer, I have 34 names here of companies, associations, organizations, non-for-profit, when called, always there. Not just at election time, this is a lifetime. And if you want me so much, I can bore you with these 34 names very quickly in auctioneer speed, as I am one of the quickest auctioneers in Canada. Having run a successful small business for the past 30 years, I have fiscal skills to work with. I understand about budgets, economic changes, roll with the punches. I've never really had a job that paid anyways if you was not a good time. My big thing here for me is my community has been good to me. I love my community. I've always responded to the call, and anybody wants to see these 34 associations in this area that I have gladly done the work. And I said gladly. Vote Jerry Multelli for somebody who will have a voice for you.
Well, thank you very much. One of the things that struck me last night again tonight is the youth that's running as well. A lot of new people running, and I think that's phenomenal. I think that we're going to have a very interesting council with a lot of new people, so the learning curve will be kind of steep for us. I think that, thank you very much all of you for running. And those who do not win, please do again and again and again. People need to see you, you need to stay involved, and I think that will be what goes well for all of us. I want to thank you for your thoughtful answers this evening. I want to thank you very much as well for being very, very gentlemen to each other. And thank the audience as well for participating the way you have. I really appreciate that, and I think everybody else does too. And the last one, please vote. Please get people out to vote. Get your friends out to vote. I think this is very, very important. When people ask if they voted or not, and I won't even list their complaints. They haven't voted, I don't care. So you can't complain. It's like when you go to church, if you don't put money in the basket, you can't complain. Go to church. The three announcements. October 1st, there's the Good Green Questions Mayoralty Meet the Candidates. It'll be at St. Andrew's Place. On October 9th, there's the CARP, which will happen at the Over Adelaide Center. CARP is the Canadian Association for Retired Persons. And I think it's October 19th, I'll really have to check, is the Downtown Association candidate meeting as well. So there's some others, yes?
October 15th, Chamber of Commerce.
October 15th, Chamber of Commerce. Are there others as well? So those are for the mayors, but we've invited all the councillors to attend the Green Question. They will have a place to meet people and the tables in the back as well to display whatever they want to display. So I hope everyone will show up. And thank you very much. I'll turn it over to Michael.
Okay, good stuff. Excellent. The couple points I'd like to make, GST has put this on. One of the things that we do have the ability for you to do is become members of GST. We've been getting tremendous business support to help us put these events on. One of the things that we're doing is we advocate, obviously, to make sure the issues are brought forward to the city. You can get involved in the GST, go to the website, sign up, become a member. It helps us financially. It's a small fee to become a member, but you also get the information, and then we can continue doing what we're doing. Okay. Another thing I'd like to thank the moderator, Jerry, that was a fantastic job. Also, and I think Jerry's alluded to the fact that to step forward and put your name forward to be a candidate, there's a tremendous amount of volunteer work to start off with no guarantee of anything. And it's right, so you get the job, it's a thankless job, right? So I do want to say thanks to all the candidates, because if you don't have guys that are stepping forward to represent you, it's not a good thing, right? So that's a fantastic job. And, also, the GSTA board, all the guys that are putting, and girls that are putting tons of hours into getting this together. I think it's a big thanks there for the volunteer hours, because these happen and they've been going off very well, and it's because of what they're doing. So that's and then, and Jerry's already said it, it's important to vote. So you can come and send these things, but if you're not going out and voting, it really means nothing. Okay, so you have to get out and vote, and that's really important. So last week, the formal session is done. The informal session is, we're going to ask the 4 candidates to stick around, and if you have specific questions you want to ask them. One of the things that we've been promoting for this election campaign is that you're an informed voter. So stick around, ask the questions, make sure you're making the best decision when it comes time to vote. Thanks very much.
Thank you.